You believe it? Pencils are not made from lead. Instead, they are made from graphite, water and clay. The higher the proportion of clay, the harder the pencil core is, and it doesn't break easily. Graphite is a very abundant resource. It is almost inexhaustible. This is the ore that has just been mined. The crusher grinds it to a powder. Then water and oil are added to the mixture. The mixture goes into a machine system. The graphite particles adhere to the air bubbles. This floats on the surface and separates it from the impurities. The skimmer will skim this layer of graphite on a conveyor belt below. It is then returned to the grinder. After 5 cycles of repetition, the graphite has reached a concentration of 96%, but they are still wet. The technician feeds them into the dryer and raises the temperature to 300 degrees. In just 30 seconds, the graphite is turned into a dry, fine powder. The graphite flows through a pipe into a container below. Once the process is complete, the pencil core is ready to be made. The technician pours the graphite, water and clay in a certain ratio, poured together in a blender and mixed well. The whole process takes 35 minutes. During this time, the speed and pressure of the mixing process, as well as temperature and humidity, are all crucial, as the factory needs a consistent finish for the pencil cores. This is key to ensuring the quality of the product. The technician puts the mixture into the machine. The machine applies enormous pressure to compress it into a cylindrical solid. Once pressed, it is then wrapped in film. It is then placed in storage for a week. The technician pushes the cylinder into the hydraulic press. The machine presses it into a tiny model. It is forced into a long, thin pencil lead. The technician holds it upright and feeds it into the machine. A machine cuts it to the length required to make the pencil. The pencil is then dropped onto a conveyor belt and sent to the next station. At this point, the pencils are very soft and flexible because they have been mixed with water. The solution is to first bake them in a 120-degree oven for 12 hours to dry out the moisture in the refills. But it's not hard enough. They are then placed in an 800-degree kiln for 10 hours. This process changes the mucilage in the refills. The hardness of the refill is increased to its maximum. Once the baking is complete, the craftsman soaks the refill in the melted wax. The wax adheres to the surface of the pencil. It is the key to the smoothness of the pencil. Random samples are taken from the factory for testing. These tests include hardness tests, bendability, diameter, etc. The pencil is then inserted into the barrel. Check the smoothness of the writing process. Once it is okay, it can be packed and sent to the pencils are then packed up and sent to the pencil factory to be made.